Bellow. Bellow, bellow, bellow. La-dee-dee, la-dee-doo. Hi, you guys. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a mental health stream. I'm gonna start off with a little mini rant about my own mental health, and then I'm gonna talk. Then I'm gonna do the not gonna lie. But I'm gonna end at like 8:30 so that I don't get overwhelmed. I'm gonna try to aim to end at 8:30. Hi everyone. Hi. Oh god, I hate my voice. Hi everyone. I'm gonna wait for everyone to get here. How's are you? Let me know if the music is too loud, please. Hi everyone. Gray, 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 gray. You're on a quad bike? I didn't even, what even is that? Yay, Gray! I'm happy for you. Now that you guys are here, I assume most of you are here, I am going to talk about my day for like 3 minutes. I don't even know. And then, I am gonna do the, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna try to aim to end it in about an hour, like 8:30, because I don't want to get myself overwhelmed. But if we go over, we go over. We'll see. We'll see. My day was poo-poo. My day was absolute poo-poo. I'm in dance, and these girls are very, very, very not nice to me. No one can do a cartwheel, including me, but they were like, I can't do a cartwheel, and I was like, I can't either, and the girl went, oh my god. I was like, they're just like actually, I don't even know. And they wanted me to do this, Taxi, come here. They wanted me to do this trick. I don't even know how it's done. Let me make room. But it's like, you go to your knees, and you go, I don't want to do it because I'll hurt myself. But you're supposed to like, go down and get up on your toe like this. And I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who can do it. But I can't because I haven't been doing dance for very long. And I don't do it outside of school ever. And no one can, yeah, toe rise. No one else can do it. But when I can't, they go, oh my god. Not to be mean, but this is Jazz 3. So it's not that big of a deal. I've literally been called the R slur and punched in the skull before, but it just bothers me. I don't know. It just feels so awful every time I'm there. And then to come online and people continue to be awful sometimes. I just don't know how so many of the rumors are still going. It's very annoying. And I don't even know what to do. Like, I've cleared my name completely so many times. And it will never change anything. Oh well. Oh well, you guys. I would love a box of memory foam. It's not gonna lie time. Thank you for the sweet message. I visited my dad. Oh, trigger warning for everything, by the way. I'll try to add trigger warnings right before, but I can't make promises. Trigger warning, suicide. I visited my dad for the first time today after his attempt. He's awake, but he doesn't look like himself, and can't talk the way he used to. I feel so guilty for being awkward around him, and I'm still angry at him. It hurts to feel this way, and I feel even worse for being angry, but I can't stop it. I feel terrible for you. I mean, that's like the worst response ever. I'm sorry. But that's just like such a tough situation from any angle. I'm experiencing something similar, but definitely not as complicated, I think. I mean, it's definitely a more complicated and hard-hitting situation, like close to home. My uncle, who I grew up seeing every single week of my life, he has Huntington's disease, and so he is really, really, really different. Like, he doesn't sound like himself, he doesn't act like himself, he can barely, like, move like himself. And every time I'm around him, I feel so awkward and uncomfortable and terrible, and I genuinely can't be around him. And I know, my mom keeps telling me that, like, inside he's still there, but I don't. He's so cute. Like, inside he's still there, but it doesn't seem like it, and it just is, like, terrible. And so, like, I totally feel your guilt in, albeit a less severe way. Like, I know that it really, really, really is hard to try to balance between, like, your own uncomfort and also trying to be there for someone who needs it, and it's just so complicated. But at the end of the day, you are living life for the first time. You know? This is your first time here. And it's weird. It's so weird. And it sucks sometimes, but the decisions you make are the decisions you make, and they're valid. And you're valid to feel however you feel. And you're gonna feel complicated, and you're gonna feel upset, and you're gonna feel all those things. And so I wish you nothing but the best. I don't know. Sometimes my advice is better than other times. I wish I could do something about the ads. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know. I can't right now. I'd have to, like, go into all the things, and, like, I don't activate the ads. They're just on a cycle. I'm sorry. Yeah. But I wish you the best, and shit's complicated, but give yourself some grace, because you deserve it. I'm trying to do my homework and study for a test, but this is so much better. You can watch the VOD. Right now, pretend you're getting a big hug from me, because I'd totally teleport to you and hug you if I could. That is very sweet. Trigger warning, eating disorder. I don't eat. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't remember to eat. Not do I get hungry. I think it's nor do I get hungry until like 3 or 4 p.m. My mom gets mad at me for it, but I'm not hungry. And I think she's worried for me because I'm fairly skinny, but I don't know what to do. When I eat, I feel like I'm going to throw up. That is so relatable. That is so relatable. I'm that way too. I used to not eat on purpose for a while because I had body dysmorphia, and so when I looked in the mirror, I was very different. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. But when I looked in the mirror, I looked very different, you know, than how I actually look, and so I was really insecure, and so I starved myself, and I still have those habits. Like, it's been a year, I think. It's been like 2 years since I was in the hospital for it, but I still have the same habits where I have a really, really hard time eating in general or remembering to eat because it's just not my habit. Like, it's not a part of my habit. And so I know it's hard. And you also, sometimes I'm so hungry that I want to throw up. And so that could be part of it too. Like, I think if you try to get into the routine of, like, treat eating like brushing your teeth for a while, of you have to do it every morning and you have to do it every night. Like, it is, yeah, you must have a habit of eating. Because it is such an important part of living in general. Sorry, my dog is snoring. It's such an important part of life. And if you are feeling depressed and you're not eating because you're depressed, not eating is gonna make you more depressed because that's just biology. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really, really, really terrifying cycle. And I get that it's really hard. I think you should talk to your family. And tell them that you're having a hard time choosing to be eat. Sorry, I read there will always be people in there. What was I saying? I need to stop reading and talking at the same time. No, you need to ask for help from people around you to remind you because, sometimes asking for help is all you need. I don't know. Sorry if my advice isn't great. It's been better in the past, I promise. My friends are talking shit about me and telling the whole school my secrets, and I really am scared to go to school. And if I tell them I don't want to hang out anymore, they will just spread more worse stuff about me and lies. I'm very scared, and I've been staying home, and my therapist isn't helping me. I'm sorry your therapist isn't helping you. That's actually their job. But they aren't your friends, and so don't call them that, because they're not. If they aren't friends to you, then I had something deeper I was gonna say, but I forgot it midway through. I have the worst brain. No, Quinn, you don't. But you know what I mean. Blackmail is the hardest thing. And that's technically a form of blackmail. Like, to be like, oh, I'll spread rumors about you if you don't. That's happened to me before. And it sucks. It really does. But sometimes you just have to... You won't... Whoa. They won't stop what they're doing if you're still their friend. You know? So it might be time to rip the Band-Aid off. Or just get there first. You know what I mean? Like, if you put it out there, they can't use it. You know what I mean? Or, I don't know. I don't know what grade you're in. I don't know you, so I don't know if you could move schools or if you will move schools if you're going into your freshman year, if you're going into college, like, whatever you're doing. But I can never tell if I don't even know their Aves Ramsey is a hater or not. Weirdest chat log ever. I don't think so. But you are so confusing. No, you're not. But I keep telling myself that. Avery. You changed your username, didn't you? Jade, I love you. I don't know. Fuck. My advice is so bad today. I'm sorry. I feel terrible. I want to come out to my family, but they are supportive of other people who are gay. Okay, yay. But they said I am not allowed to. Oh. Because it is a sin, and I just don't know, because I'm a Christian. I don't want to go to hell. I don't know. It's lesson time. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. In the Bible, the one that's used all the time is, man must not lie with boy. Yeah? Well, that was a part of the Bible that is said in the Bible not to be followed. They were like, here's a bunch of cultural norms. You don't gotta follow them. They're not sins. They're just something. They're just cultural norms. It's chill. There was a lot of stuff in there. They were like, also, honestly, I hope you don't follow everything it says to do, because it also tells you, go enslave people. That's not cool. You know? It also says to stone any guy who looks at a woman sexually. So, that's important. If you don't read your Bible, if you haven't read it, but you believe in it, that is not very good decision making. It's really important that you read it. You know? It's really, really, really important. There are cyclops in the Bible. Yup. There's all sorts of stuff. There's also a part where it says there's no one except for these people. And they went back. And they said hi to his wife. I don't know where she came from. Somewhere. So, I don't know. I don't know if you really have to take it literally. I also... Yeah. I will fight for your religious freedom. I will. I think my personal stance when it comes to religion is I think it's great if you and I believe in science, but you fill in the I don't know yet with your religious ideas and theories, that's fire. I'm chill with that. I'm fine with an I don't know, but not everyone is, and that's okay. But if you want to be like, no, your science is wrong, my religion, and you have to follow that, that's not fair to me. I don't think that's fair. So, that's my personal stance. And science thinks that gay people are chill. Science thinks gay people are chill. So, you cannot say that gay people aren't chill. Also, yeah, I don't know. If you are a Christian, I hope you also don't wear shirts with 2 types of cotton. That's important. You're Catholic? It's the Bible. Yeah. Animals are very gay. Yeah, I honestly, there is so much inappropriate content in that book for, like, schools. Like, it's held to a very different standard, you know what I mean? There's in the Bible. And so the people who are like, Pinkalicious is too sexual. It's a little silly-goosey. It's a little silly-goosey. So, please, if you are a Christian and you are having a really hard time with that, please read it. And I'm not saying you should read it so that you turn atheist. I don't think that at all. But not everyone takes it literally. You know? What would I do if Ellie was a Fortnite skin? Buy it. I just want to be loved. I've watched myself sexualized every time I wanted to feel loved. Oh, sexualize myself. Oh, how do I skip around words so much? I just want to be loved. I've watched myself sexualize myself every time I wanted to feel loved because that's the only way I've ever felt loved. Yeah, that's real too. I'm sorry for what's happened to you because I assume, maybe I'm wrong, but you were probably a victim of something. And I'm sorry for that. Like, I'm sorry that happened, and I hope you can heal. It takes time and fucking things up. And I found someone who I've never had to do that with. And that is so freeing, you know? Yeah. It'll happen. It takes time. It takes therapy. It takes making a lot of mistakes. It takes finding the right person. And it takes loving yourself. But it'll happen. And you are capable. And the more you tell yourself that you can do it, the better you can do it. How do I cope with having an emotionally abusive little sister? She degrades me every day and makes me feel small, and I'm so tired. I think, and it's complicated, but I think you need to sit her down and try to understand why she feels that way. Because it's probably not you. She probably hates herself so much more than she seems to hate you. And I think when you can hear from her after however long it'll take, that it's her own inside struggle that's causing it, you will stop internalizing it, because it's not you. Maybe she's getting bullied. Maybe she feels less than. Maybe she's jealous of you. And it's complicated. But it's more complicated than what she says being true, as is. You know? And I think it's really important that, I don't want to say that you put in the work, because you shouldn't have to, but the more you try to understand why she's doing it, the more you'll realize it was not you, and the more you'll be able to forgive and understand and hear her. You know what I mean? Like, try to find the deeper meaning behind it. Like, I know that when my mom tells me that my room is such a mess and she gets all angry, it's because she wants me to have a better life than she did, at the root of it, in some complicated way. And it's those kinds of, like, complicated discussions and getting to know each other that helps me not get upset when she is mean. It's important, and it's hard, and it's easier said than done, but you got this, and I believe in you, and it's gonna be okay. Nobody's best friend, nobody's number one, nobody's go-to person, nobody's forever, nobody's endgame, nobody's first choice. Yet, you don't know what's to come. I felt that way my whole life until I met Kaylin. Add yet. And that sounds so Thank you for the bits. Gay bits. But that sounds like inspiration bait, but like that's totally a yet thing. You don't know yet. You haven't lived your whole life yet. You've probably only lived like a tenth of it. You have a lot left to go, and you have a lot more people to meet, and a lot more people to lose, and a lot more people to like, and a lot more people who don't like you. And you got this, and you'll get there when you get there. I'm asking my husband to be my girlfriend in exactly 1 month, and I'm scared. Just do it now. Why are you waiting? Not long ago, my ex met up with me to return myself, but she, trigger warning, essayed me. And nobody believes me because she is liked by many, and because essay isn't real, because we're both girls. I'm sorry. I believe you. That's all I mean, that's the number one thing I can say. I believe you. And that is very valid. Anyone can do that to anyone. And I'm sorry that that happened to you. And I'm sorry that there are ads. I wish I could do something. I don't know how to turn it off from this thing. Like, I can't turn it off right now. I'd have to... It's what it's set for all my streams, always. Or fart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm sorry. Thank you for the sub, Haley. Thank you. Anyways. What was I saying? I am so sorry that that happened, and all I can really say is that you're valid, and I'm sorry that people aren't validating you, but there are a lot of stupid people out there. I mean, fuck, half the country voted for a felon, so I don't have that much faith in the opinion of other people. You know what happened, and we know you're valid, and fuck them for not being there for you. Because every one of us here would be. And I hope you find a really, really good therapist. Because fuck. I know, Kaylin, but you know what I mean. Thank you for the sub, Gabe. I love you. I love when he uses his toy as a pillow. Anyways, I'm sorry though. I wish you the best. Some of these are so, like, deeply traumatizing that I don't even know what to say half the time, except, like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for the sweet messages. You can say you're 13, dude. But hello, first time chatter. I think you are depressed. Of course. But you are definitely depressed, and please tell someone. Depression sucks, and it's really hard to get out of. And you will be okay. My eye itches so bad I need to stop. But I can't, I don't know why I can't think of depression tips right now. Depression just sucks all around. Be careful about your sugar intake, and be careful about your, just be careful. Don't scroll. Delete social media. That's the best thing you can do. Anything that is a gamble with your dopamine, like gambling or social media, which triggers the same part of your brain, you need to stay clear from. Because, holy shit, it can make things so much worse. So, be really careful. And there are resources out there, and come back next time we do a mental health stream, and I will try to have better advice, because I can't think right now. And I also am medicated for it, so all my coping mechanisms. Oh, if you're depressed, write things on a wheel. If you have ADHD too. In general, if you are struggling to get things done, write it on a wheel, spin the wheel, and commit to doing that thing. And if you're depressed and you can't get out of bed, go 3, 2, 1, get up. And do it. It helps. It takes time, though. It takes a lot of time. And you're going to feel stupid at first. And you're going to think, oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But it does. It will eventually. I was like, it's not going to work. I'm special. I have a special type of depression that no one else has. And this isn't going to work for me. And it's not working for me. And then it did one day. And I was like, oh. What do you... Dude. Quinn, what do you do if you have autism? You have it. Do you want to be more specific, hon? Like if you're getting overstimulated or what? That's not a specific question. I started at a new school and I haven't made a single friend because of my bad social anxiety. I have a person that I talk to kind of in class, but I can't make myself get out of my comfort zone and hang out with her. Dude, this is real. This is real. This is real. More people care about you than you think. This is for all of you. More people care about you than you think. People will notice when you're gone. I moved schools because I was getting bullied, and because a guy was not okay to me, but I moved schools and I didn't think anyone was going to remember me, and then when people were coming after me online, I got dozens and dozens of messages from people and classmates that I knew, being like, hey, I saw this shit about you, I hope you're okay, do you want to talk about it? I know who you are as a person, and I know that's not who you are. And it was like, it was insane. Like, I didn't realize ever until that point in my life that people, like, cared at all. You know? Like, I thought everyone hated me. And I told myself every day, everyone hates you, everyone hates you, everyone hates you. And I was so anxious and so shy every day. And there was this one girl who, she pops in streams, so I feel embarrassed. But she was so sad when I said I was going to be leaving the school. And I didn't even really know her too well. Out of everyone, I didn't expect her to care. But she always got so excited, and she was like the most outgoing person, and she cried, and it was like so sweet and confusing to me. And the small things you do make an impact. Because I didn't realize until I was telling Kaylin about it one day. I was like, yeah, I never really knew her. The most I knew her until she started being like, suddenly, she was so nice to me all of a sudden. The only interaction I had with her before that was when she cried during her audition, and I went and I found her friend and told her friend that if she needs me, I'm here because I went through the same thing. And I offered her a hug. Wait a minute. You have no idea the impact you make on other people, and you have no idea that people care about you, and you are always going to underestimate how much people like you. You know what I mean? And so, don't beat yourself up and put yourself out there. The worst people can do is judge you. Because at the end of the day, everyone dies. And if they're wasting their life not liking you, you don't need to waste your life caring that they don't. You know? Because you both only have so much time left, and you can spend it on so many other things. And the biggest fuck you could give someone is letting them give a shit about you when it never should matter to them. That sounds so stupid, but like, hating someone is such a waste of time, if you think about it. And being hated is a waste of time too. So, I'm not saying be an asshole. Be who you are. And be nice. And spread love. But if people aren't gonna like you because of what you look like, or because of who you love, or because of your gender, or because of your neurodivergence, or because of all your certain things, they can fucking suck a dick. Like, big time. Like, when people come into my chat and they're like, oh, you're fucking gay. You're wasting your precious time. You're wasting your precious time on this planet. I'm not gonna stop loving who I love. I'm not gonna stop dating my girlfriend because you don't agree with it. So you are wasting your time. Every time someone's homophobic or racist or any of these things, they are wasting their own time on this earth. And that is so funny. Like, at the end of the day, it is actually so funny. Because they're wasting their own time. They can fuck off. Is there always signs someone cheats? I'm so scared, even though he's been good to me, but I don't think he was loyal to his last partner. If you aren't sure, you should go. If you aren't sure, you should go. And that's a really... That's my golden rule. That's my golden rule. If you aren't sure, it's not right. I have never not been sure about Kaylin. Yeah. And I'm not saying if you're insecure. I mean, if you're insecure, it can be bad to be in a relationship because there's a lot of things. But if it is specific to the person and you can't just like talk it out, then like if it's not you, it's them. Maybe it's time. I don't know. For me, the line is so clear, but I guess it's probably terrifying to be like, I can't tell if I'm insecure if it's them. But if you're that insecure that you can't really, like, trust them, then that's already, maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship anyways. Like, maybe you're the problem, in quotation marks, because you're not a problem. Are you seriously crying? This dog, dude. Oh, you're so happy. Oh, you're so happy. Oh, don't kiss me. I don't want your kisses. I don't want your kisses. You're so stinky. You smell so stinky. Sorry. I needed a break. There, now we get a full body shot of him. He's so chill. Why am I so red? I didn't put on any, like, concealer or anything. So, like, my face is so fucking red. I'm a man, and I also like women. We both are the same. Don't worry, let the dog... What are you saying? What are you saying? I'm struggling to do my schoolwork I do online, and it's stressful because I need to finish, but I can't get to it. I can't get to do it. But I had such a bad time doing it in person, so that's not even an option. Online school sucked for me. As someone with ADHD, I could not focus. Why am I so red? I'm like, actually, my face is really warm. I like... One sec. Hold that thought. Stay there, Bubby. Stay there. Mama. Is my face warm? I don't know, my face just feels red and warm. Maybe I'll put on a cardigan. Or a hoodie. No, I'll put on a cardigan. What was I saying? I have a furry friend right behind my ass. Taxi! There he is. I get distracted really easily. I say, find a third location or a second location. Go to a library or go to somewhere else because I can't do work in my room. That's why I have a 504. Well, that's not the only reason, but it's part of why, because I need an extension because I can't do work while I'm at home because I can't focus. So for me, when I'm at school, I can lock in a lot better because I've been doing school all day. I have a certain amount of time that I'm going to be doing school and I can focus. And I'm at a completely different location. This is the place where I get things done. But when I'm at home, it's also where I sleep and where I eat and where I play video games. And so my brain just cannot do schoolwork because schoolwork is at school and homework and like home fun is at home. And so I would definitely try to... Oh, someone's home. I'm on my way, dude. My dad got home. What was I saying? Yeah. It matters where you are. It really can, especially if you're neurodivergent. And so I would definitely try to find a different place. Or make a schedule. Like, be like, from this time to this time, I have to get things done. And try your best to follow it. Small steps as well, like little bites. Be like, I'm gonna write a sentence. Yeah. Gray has the opposite experience. It depends for everyone. I get distracted at school as well, but it needs to be a distinct place for me. So in school, I just sit in the front so that I can't see people fidgeting, and I go like this. Like, during tests, I'm literally like this, because when people shake their legs or fidget or anything, I cannot think. Like, I have to do this. Because people will be doing this, or or bouncing their leg and like, if I'm in the middle of a test and I see this out of the corner of my eye, I can't not just like look. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, I'll be looking at my test screen and I'm like I cannot think ever. Yes, I need dividers, dude. Yes, dude. So definitely like find those little things that help you, experiment, try new things, because I'm also at school. Sometimes it gets loud in the classroom and I sit outside, but it doesn't even help that much because I sat in the grass one time and I picked at the grass and zoned out like this the whole time, and my teacher came out and was like, yeah, that was probably a bad idea. I shouldn't put an ADHDer in the grass. I was like, yeah. And then today I sat outside again and I was like, I'm not going to touch the grass this time. But I stood there staring off into the distance, fidgeting, like, I was just like so zoned out. And my teacher came in and was like, Quinn, how's it going? And I was like, oh, I'm so like, the words are bouncing off my head. And he was like, talk through it. You have your sister. Talk it out with her. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. Kaylin, that is so bad. Kaylin, that is so evil. Oh my god, maybe you were evil. This whole time I was like, you believed you were evil your whole life, but you were so sweet. Maybe I was wrong. No, when I'm in the grass, I pull out the middle grass. And I get to the middleest grass. You know what I mean? And it's like smoother than the rest of the grass. Like, please tell me you know what I mean. Yes. It's like smoother, and it has the little tiny one. Yeah. Yeah, it's rounded. I love it. But then I can't focus, so. I just wish I could be in a, I don't even know. It like depends on the day. Like yesterday I got so much work done, and today I tried getting things done and I could not. It just depends sometimes. So that's also why I have an extension. Is this a pimple or a bite? I have like one right down here. And it itches. I need water. You know what? Despite all else, at least I have a cool fucking Viking hat from Kaylin. That's fair. This person said, and I don't want someone clipping this like I said this, so I'm holding it right here. They said, I'm scared my dog may have romantic feelings for me, but I just want to be their mama, you know, asking for a friend. What? What are you saying? Buddy, you might like your dog. Just saying. Dogs hump things kind of a lot. It doesn't mean they want you. They also, I knew a cat. I didn't have one. I love cats, but no. I was gonna say I had a cat friend. No, I had a cat friend. There was a cat that would hump a string like this big. It was one of those fluffy little spinny strings. All the time. It was his girlfriend. Do I think he probably had romantic feelings for a string? Probably not. So I think if you are thinking that your dog has romantic feelings for you and you're like, how do I reject my dog? I'm so worried for you. I'm so worried for you, and I'm even more worried for the safety of your dog. Asking for my best friend, but is a 14 and 17-year-old relationship okay? She has no other advice, and I have no other advice to give her, but yes, this is a will-o-woe relationship. My friend is the 14-year-old, but she's really mature mentally and has a good mindset. I don't know if that's, but I don't know if it's more or less than, if it's more than 3 years, that's immediately wrong. But if it's less, I'm really, really worried. Because at my age, the idea of dating a 14-year-old, or even a 15-year-old, or even a probably even a 16-year-old, let's be honest, I would not. Yuck. That's yuck. That's yuck. I would not date a 15-year-old. That is literally a senior in high school and a freshman. And it could be the same age gap between me and Kaylin, but it's the ages that matter. You know? Me at 14. Okay, imagine you between 9 and 12 is way different between someone at 20 and 23. Or 19 and, you know what I mean? The difference is greater. And also, that's someone who just got out of middle school and someone who can drive. And so, what makes a relationship, able, or possibly abusive, is if they can provide something that the person wouldn't really have regardless. So, if someone is 15 and the other person is 17 and can drive, so even less of an age gap, if that 15-year-old is getting rides from that person all the time, it could manipulate them to be okay with a relationship that isn't. And so it's not necessarily blanket statement, black and white awful, a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old. But it could be really worrying. Any relationship could be worrying, but that's the kind of thing you need to be looking for. You know? Yeah, power dynamics is what bad. Like, I know better than you because I'm older. Or, I feel like you know better than me because you're older than me. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even matter if you're more mature because you don't understand consequences. You know what I mean? Like, when you are younger, you don't understand consequences, and you can't think, you genuinely, no matter how mature you are, you can't think about things in a long term. Like, it just isn't what you're designed to do. Teenagers can't. And so, that's what can be so dangerous is I was such a mature kid. Like, me when I was 10 is more mature than some people in my grade. Genuinely. But I still don't think me when I was 10 should be with someone in my grade, even if they're the same maturity. Because that's not all that matters. What you have access to. If someone is buying you things, if someone's providing drugs or alcohol, it can all be abusive. And so that's something to look out for. But yeah, it's just, it can be weird. I'm really if the grades don't touch, neither should you type of girl. Until I met Kaylin, but it is still very different. It's just not black and white. And that's the thing. That's the tea, sis. Sorry if this is oddly specific, but I really like knowing people's bedtime routines. I was wondering what yours is. That is kind of odd. I don't have one. Yeah, I don't really have one. I called Kaylin. I always have waves of sadness, but then sometimes I'm sad, but extremely mad. I don't know how to explain it, but then it switches and I'm happy, and it's nonstop. I don't know how to control it. By the way, I'm sorry with this, how this is worded. That was interesting. Wow. That kind of what happens with, teenagers. That's kind of what, like, so don't, that sounds, okay. To me, that sounds really bipolar, but don't think you are necessarily, because that's kind of also just being a teenager. Like, teenagers are really volatile. And mood swings are really normal. So maybe look up how people cope with that, because it's also very normal. But yeah. I'm an autistic girl who's good at masking, so people expect so much from me. But socializing is hard, so when I want company but I don't want to have to try, I put on your videos. Because it feels like FaceTime, but without all the pressure, so thank you for that. That is so sweet. I love that. That's why I stream. I stream because it feels like FaceTime, but without the pressure. And that sounds so stupid, but I can leave at any time. I don't have to be like, okay, so when's your mom coming home? You know? I can leave at any time, and if I'm overwhelmed, I can just, like, I don't know. But, so I like that you're on the other end of that. That makes me very happy. And thank you for being here. We love you here. And that's really cool. And that makes me very happy. And I wish you the best. Trigger warning, my mental health has been shitty, and honestly, I'm wanting to self-exit. I got back into vaping, and I started SH again. I genuinely don't know how to save myself. You saved yourself before. You said you got back into it, which means, and again, you said and again, or you said again, so that means you stopped before, and that means you're capable of doing it again. I don't know, it's getting a little hard to breathe, but one sec. You did it before. You can do it again. Every single time that you get over it for a while, you are making another pathway in your brain that makes it easier to get over again. And your brain really is a muscle. And so the more you practice something, you know how when you try typing for the first time, it's hard and it sucks. And sometimes you feel a little better about it, but then the next day you just can't do it again and it's stupid. But then one day you just, over time, you just can type. And it just is a muscle memory that doesn't go away. That's kind of how mental health can be. You know? The more you do it, and the more you fall on your face, and the more you keep trying, and the more you keep pushing, the more you can do it. And so you're building neural pathways in your brain that make it a little bit easier every time. And so don't take getting worse as something to be scared of. It just means you have another opportunity to make that path a little stronger. You know? That's how I try to think about it. Relapsing is normal, but it gets better and better. What is that? They said I had OCD for many years and it stopped like last year, which made me really glad. I'm not a professional, but I don't know if it goes away. I thought it was like something you're born with and you just kind of have. Yippee. There's meds. Oh. Queen shit. I didn't know that. Diva. Do you have any tips with coming out? You don't need to. Guys, I love gay people and I love gay culture and I love it. I love it here. But it's a little overhyped sometimes. You don't need to. You don't need other people's validation. You are valid with or without coming out. Like, I think straight people are like, you need to come out. Or also it's no one's business. But also you should tell people so that we know. It's like really, really confusing and weird. But who cares? You know? And I think that's hard because you want to be open with your parents, but if you're scared or you're worried about your safety, you don't owe it to them. Like, I don't care. As your parent, hypothetically, I should not care who you want to bang. Ever. So, well, as long as it's legal. You know what I mean. I shouldn't care. And so it's not their business. And so there's not really a tip to do it, but if you're at risk, you don't need to. That's my hot take. It is a hot take. I feel like not a lot of people agree, but I come at it from a gay person perspective. I'm gay. I'm queer. And I've been out for, God, how long has it been? What? Sorry, I got distracted. I'm watching the Lo-Fi Girl live stream for this music, and people actually hate each other in the chat. Like, people go there and argue. It's like a Discord server. What the fuck? Why are people just fighting? Anyways, unrelated. Just take that off and we shall forget it once and for all. Deal? wonder if we were friends back then. The city desert makes you feel so cold. If you had only listened. Oh no, now people are just getting emo. They stopped fighting and now they're just emo. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't know. I don't remember what I was talking about. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh! I was thinking about how long I've been out for. I've been out since 6th grade and I'm in 12th now, so 6 years. That feels so wrong though. I was in 6th grade in 2019. Yeah, I guess that is 6 years. I'm stupid. 2019, 2020. Yep. Kaylin's only been out for like 3 years. Fucker. For a third of my life, about. At least, yeah, a third of my life. Yeah. I'm cool like that, you guys. Just kidding. It doesn't matter when you know. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I'll be right back. Y'all spelt my favorite word. Strange beings. Let me see. I love this. Guys, sometimes we need good stories. I came out to my mom not long ago, and she's very supportive, and she says I can love who I love and that she loves me. Whoop, whoop. W, Mom. I get in these depressive episodes every once in a while and feel really guilty because I find it hard to socialize and hang out with my friends. How do I explain to them without it looking like I'm making excuses for not wanting to hang out? Be honest with them. Be straightforward. And if they don't understand, then they aren't worth being friends with. I would never be mad at my friend for saying that they're having a depressive episode and need a little bit of space. Like, honestly, I'm that way too. I don't really like hanging out with people in person a lot of the time until I really, really, really trust them. Give it! It really, really depends. It really, really depends. And I get being depressed and not wanting to. And so you kind of just have to communicate. I mean, like, you could be like, hey, I get really overwhelmed and I'm feeling really depressed lately and I just need a little space because right now it's really hard to get up and do things, even things that I love or even things I need to do. Like, make sure that they know that it's not because you don't like them. I mean, hey, sometimes I tell Kaylin, hey, I zoned out. I feel terrible. I'm sorry I didn't call. And she understands. And she knows that sometimes I'm so sad that I don't eat. But like people get so depressed they don't shower. Or people get so depressed they don't live anymore. So if someone's getting so depressed that they aren't wanting to hang out with you, cutting them off is not the right move. Being there for them and saying, okay, I understand, I love you, that's better. I don't know. Sometimes I forget how I start sentences, and I don't know whether I started with a positive or not. Why'd I change my old setup? My house flooded. I feel stupid most of the time when I'm being myself. So my brain just kind of restricts my silliness, but then I'm too boring, and sometimes I'm restricted so much I can barely say anything. Well, at the end of the day, you know you're a cool little weirdo, and you're the only opinion that should matter to you. But I know it's complicated, and I know it's harder than that. I feel that way too. I have really bad anxiety about being myself at school, because I finally decided to be myself at school, and I got bullied really bad. And so now I wear sweatpants and hoodies every single day. When I used to cry I would rather not go to school at all than wear sweatpants. Because something that made me feel less depressed was caring about how I looked. And not like, oh, my nose is weird, or my eyes are too far apart, or too close together. It was like, when I put effort into my appearance, and I planned my outfits, and I got ready every morning, like, I felt a lot better. And so I put effort into all of it. And, I got bullied really bad for so many years, and I stayed strong. But everyone kept saying, if you don't want to get bullied, if you want people to treat you like you are one of them, then you have to be one of them. And they were like, fit in, my own family. They were like, fit in, or suffer the consequences. And so I finally kind of did. And I'm slowly trying to learn not to, but it takes time, and I get it. And I feel you. And I wish you the best. And it takes time. And you have so much life left to live. You're gonna be okay. I came out to my mom just over a week. Everyone's talking about coming out. I came out to my mom just over a week ago, and she won't talk to me about it. I've got religious family coming this week. I'm not sure what I should do. I hope that if she's not talking to you about it, she won't talk to them about it. I wish you nothing but safety. I stream all the time, so you're always welcome here. Sorry, what is that chat? Wait, Kaylin, what? Like, people don't regret moving to Florida, or people don't regret moving out? I hate Florida. Well, I guess most people don't like Florida. Like, okay. I feel like people who choose to move to Florida know what they're getting into. That's also true. It is because old people move there. Like, I don't know. I feel like I hate Florida. I would never move to Florida. Everyone who moves to Florida probably knows what's up in Florida. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I have friends who make jokes mostly about me, and I am always the jokes. They make fun of me, and when I one time said something about it, like, I didn't like that they say that they're just bringing stuff back up, and that's all fun and jokes. Guys, I hope this doesn't sway you away from doing Not Gonna Lies, but sometimes I have a really hard time understanding what you're saying. So if I look very confused at first, please forgive me. I'm trying to understand. You're saying you're the butt of their jokes. Well, they're actually not your friends. And if you said that if you set a boundary, it doesn't matter what the boundary is. If they don't follow it, then you don't need to be around them. If you say, I don't want you eating oranges around me, and they continue to eat oranges around you, don't be friends. Because if your boundaries aren't compatible, they're not compatible. I think it's stupid to care if someone eats oranges around you. So I wouldn't be friends with you. But that's your boundary, and I can just not be around you. Like, setting boundaries is a win-win situation. Because if you're not cool with my boundary, you can go. And if I'm not cool with your boundary, I can go. And if you don't follow my boundary, I can go. You know? And so there's no loss in setting boundaries. Because if you set a boundary and they don't want to follow that boundary, they can go. And you don't need to be around each other. You know what I mean? If one of you is not comfortable with the boundary, then one of you is not comfortable and you can go. Like, it's a win-win situation. And so if you set a boundary and they disrespect that, then they can get the boot. Is there any circumstance in which cheating is okay / should be forgiving? Not counting assault, of course. It's so complicated, and that sounds fucking insane, but, like, like, princesses, stop, guys, hear me out, like, princesses in arranged marriages, if they want to go have a side chick with a little fling with the maid, in an arranged marriage that they were forced into by the patriarchy, I'm a little more forgiving. But honestly, it's still a bad thing to do. That's fair, Jade. Would I say that it's like, yeah, you can go right ahead? No. I guess in situations of like, no, it's never okay, but I can forgive it if someone's being like abused and doesn't feel, if a woman's being abused, I don't know why I always think of it sapphic, but if a woman's being abused and she can't leave, like, I'm honestly not that mad at her. But it's still a bad thing to do. I don't know. Guys, it's never okay. It's never okay. It's just, I don't know. It's the only times I'm like, I mean, is if one party didn't really consent to the relationship in the first place. Yeah, in modern situations, it's, yeah. Like, yeah. Like, if this sounds crazy, but I'm just thinking of the most outlandish circumstance. If some little kid gets kidnapped by some old ass man and gets forced into a relationship with him, but like leaves him for someone her own age, I'm like, fair enough. I don't know. Like, crazy situations like that. But being like, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Yeah, never is too broad. People are gonna clip this and be like, Quinn's okay with cheating! Oh my god! I shouldn't have said anything. They're totally gonna clip that. Yeah, they can suck my beats. I don't know. Did I make enough sense? I hope so. Okay. Geography test. Name 3 European countries. Italy, Spain, and the UK. I didn't not think of one. I almost said, I was like, England, no Britain, no England, no Britain, no England, no Britain. So I just gave up and said the UK. UK, not a country? Fuck. You low-key real for that, bro. Just kill me. Just kill me, how about? I'm done. I give up. Wait, the Netherlands isn't even in Europe. What are you saying, dude? Is it? Oh, shit. Guys, stop. Guys, stop. Guys, stop. Guys, stop. Guys, stop. It actually is. I don't know what Guys, stop. I was thinking of Guys, stop. My dad always says, what are the Scandinavian countries? And has me list all of them. And so I think of it as a separate thing. Guys, stop! Guys. 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 Guys, guys, guys. 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 I wasn't thinking of continents, I was thinking of regions. Okay, guys. Guys. Stop. In grade 10, I had a rumor made up about me by my best friend that led to me losing my whole friend group. I did online school because I couldn't bring myself to go back and sucked at it. So I wasn't able to graduate last year when I was supposed to. I'm at IRL school now. Am I wrong for blaming it on her? Or some of it on her? No. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty, reasonable. I would too. I honestly think everything that happens is a sum of the things that happened before it. So... what's the worst morally gray parenting style? Like, not the outright physical abuse, but really unhealthy for the kid. There's so many. Any mom who's like, oh, this is my boyfriend, or purity rings, or, any of that stuff. Like, that stuff all feels really incestuous and weird to me. Like pinning the son against the dad or the daughter against the mom. Like, that's all weird. There's too many I wouldn't even be able to think. I also think this one's really mundane. It's like not abusive, but I really don't like when people, I got distracted. Having chat on the screen sometimes is really bad for me because I get so distracted with I don't even know what I was saying. What was I thinking? Yes, I've been to Europe. I went to Germany and Netherlands before, and Italy. And, France. Monday parenting style, morally bad. Oh, wait, I can't think. Oh, because I said so. Why do I have to do that? Because I said so. That's gonna create a really stupid kid. No, it won't. No, it won't. I'm sure there are a lot of you who have been told that before. You're not necessarily stupid. It just, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, your parents should, okay. You will not be, it'll be harder for you to learn critical thinking skills if you are taught to accept because I said so. You know? I was taught to question everything. And so I was really, really fucking annoying as a kid. But it means I question everything. And it, I challenge authority all the time. And my mom gets so annoyed. But it's a good thing. So I really don't like the, because I said so. It's like, your kids, okay. If you say, stop hitting your sister because it hurts her and you can't do that and there are healthier ways to express how you feel, or because I said so, one is I'm gonna stop hitting my sister, and one is I'm gonna stop hitting my sister in front of you. You know what I mean? One is I'm gonna start thinking this way when I do things. Like, does this hurt her? Let me think about it. And one is this one thing is something wrong, and I'll stop doing that one thing. You know? So one is definitely more effective. I don't know. Because I said so leads to secrecy or, not critical thinking, things like that. My ex and I had some bad relationships in the past, and I wasn't in the best place at the time. Now that I think I changed how I was in the past, could my ex and I have a better relationship if we just stay friends and get to know each other more than just getting into a relationship really fast? I think they don't have to be the one. I think if you let that person be a learning experience in your brain, I think you will be able to move on from it and learn from it better. Like, if you can look back at that and be like, that is who I was definitively, and that is a relationship that I screwed up, kind of, then in your future relationships, you'll have something to look back on and cherish. That won't be the same face. And so I think you kind of have to reap the consequences to learn your lesson. And I don't know. That is my opinion. So it's not right, necessarily. But, I feel like getting back with exes is never a good idea. Guys, I will never cosplay Mikasa. I'm sorry. And I want to so bad. But it's like, it's this paranoia I have. A man who deeply traumatized me said that he would let me go if I cosplayed her, and that would be how that was my escape. And part of me thinks that I'd be fulfilling something there. I don't know. TMI. But it was really traumatizing. Everything. But, yeah, so I can't cosplay her. I don't know. It sounds really stupid because that would, but it was like, do this one last thing and I'll let you go. And doing it would feel like giving in. So I can't. Maybe I will one day. Kaylin! I'll text you. It wasn't who you probably think it is. There. I don't know. It all feels silly when I say it aloud. And that's a little TMI, I'm sorry. But I got out. So I didn't need to follow that to get out. I don't know. If I do it, I'll do it with Kaylin. I bite my nails super bad because of anxiety and I don't know how to stop. Extensions, nail polish, cutting them short already might help. I don't know. I've never bit my nails, so I'm not really the person. Maybe someone in chat can help. Don't ask my girlfriend. She still does it. Get a girlfriend who makes fun of you. That helped her. No, I don't make fun of her. Only her. Well, it's because she doesn't even, it's not like the Among Us nails, you know what I mean? She bites it into, like, I don't know, every single one is a different length and at different slants. It's really bad. Like, when I see her nails, I genuinely want to fight her. It's, like, bad. What are you saying, Galen? Nail extensions. Gel you can't peel off. I don't know. Maybe, like, pick your nose. Pick your nose with every finger and don't wash them. And then when you go to bite your nails, you'll be like, ugh, yuck. Let me know if it works. You're welcome. Thank you for the sweet messages, you guys. Oh, thank you, Winnie. I love you. My ankle hurts. I haven't felt like I ever belonged anywhere. Quinn. That wasn't lag, that was me stuttering. Oh, that was probably, it could also be lagging, but, sorry. I'm waiting for you guys to catch up. Oh wow, it's terrifying. Where are we? Are you guys here yet? Are you guys caught up? Guys, should I have another thing of M&Ms, even though the last one, the last one poisoned me? Chat is really late though, yeah. Okay. Where were I? I said were instead of was. This one's sad. I felt like I haven't ever really belonged anywhere my whole life, and no one that I can actually be myself around, and am wondering if there's a chance of actually belonging or being wanted anywhere at this point. Okay. 2 approaches. Cynical or optimistic? Cynical. You aren't special. You'll find people like you. You are not that special. Optimistic approach. You deserve love, and you're gonna get love, and it'll happen. It takes time. It takes finding the right people. Shit, I don't know. I have a hard time finding people who I fit. You're just that cool, okay? And if you put yourself out there, it'll happen faster. I like to do a mix of both. I know that I cannot be that special, but I also know that my people are out there somewhere. Well, there are people out there like me because I'm not that special, but also we are great, and we're gonna be great friends. I don't know. I hope that helped. Kaylin! Op. This one's different than a lot of the ones we've ever had. Sorry, I had to ban someone. This one's really sad. And I need to think about what I can say. But they said, I've been watching 18 plus videos since I was 7. I feel disgusting. I'm sorry. You are very clearly traumatized because sexuality is normal and being sexual is normal, but it obviously doesn't help. I mean, sorry, I read something, but it usually doesn't happen for people until later in life. Like 11 or 10 or 12, 11, you know. It does depend on the person, and at the end of the day, there are few things, there's nothing I would really blame a 7-year-old for. And that, I especially wouldn't. Because that is not... You were exposed to something way before you should have been. And when you're not taught how to understand it or how to handle it, it's confusing and hard to regulate. I mean, when you're a kid, okay, this is a weird analogy, but there are a lot of kids who discover their bodies a lot sooner than others because they haven't been educated, or because they grew up in a household that didn't want to talk about it. And there's also a lot that discovered their bodies because they were sexualized or assaulted or have gone through something terrible. And so imagine, this is a really stupid analogy, but imagine putting a kid in a room full of a shit ton of candy. They're gonna eat it all because they don't know the consequences to their actions, you know? And like, there is no reason to feel guilty for that. And I don't know anyone who wouldn't like fall under that same pattern, you know? I think if you are too young or too uneducated to understand what's happening, that kind of thing is so addicting. Even people who do understand. Because regardless of the sexual part of it, it is so overstimulating. Like, even if you don't have any of those kinds of feelings yet, there's all these new things happening, and it is so fast-paced, and there's noises, and there's all sorts of things. And it is so overstimulated, regardless of how it makes you or your body feel. Like, I don't want to compare kids' content or that. Thank you for the sub. It feels so weird to be talking about this right now. But anything's, like, made for kids is so fast-paced. And so is anything made for adults in that way. And so if a kid's exposed to that and they don't understand what's going on and they don't understand the undertones or they don't understand what's going on, it is twice as confusing and twice as interesting and addicting and weird. And so there's nothing to feel guilty about. Because that is so understandable. And I'm sorry. And people grow and people change. And you'll get out of it one day. Thank you for the sweet messages. Trigger warning, I'm having bad thoughts and I can't bring it up to my family because they'll say I'm being too dramatic. And if I go to my therapist, and bring my feelings up, it'll just make me feel more pathetic than I already do. What do you think a therapist is for, hon? Oh, I'll wait for the ads to be over. How we doing, subs? Subbed people. If this is you and you're subbed, and you could say so, and then I'll, because this is for you, but, yeah, now we wait. We are chilling. We are so chilling, you guys. It's been a long day. It really has been. Is it weird to be on the other end of it, Chloe? You see all these people being like, ads, no! And yet, how was my day? Bad, long, tiring. We good? Okay, what I was saying. A therapist is paid to listen to how you feel. That's like going to a barista at Starbucks and being like, I feel so pathetic and weak that I'm not making my drink myself. Nope, they're doing it for you because you're buying it. Like, it's still a job. The therapist is still doing a job. You're not pathetic for letting them do their job. You know what I mean? And so that's already, like, I'm sorry that you feel that kind of, I don't know. It's not pathetic to ask for help. It's really brave and really strong. Like, the strength in humans, let me say this again. The strength in humans is our ability to talk to one another. And it is really the only thing that sets us apart from other animals. And it is why we are so powerful. Better for worse. You know? And so don't feel like talking to someone about how you feel is anything but brave. Because it is you saying, I need help, and that's okay, and I'm gonna get better. The pathetic thing is to not get better. Wait. Like, you know what I mean. If you are trying to get better, that is strong, and that is brave. Because if you're the most pathetic thing you could do is not admit defeat, but like accept defeat and give up. Gosh. I hope you know what I mean, you guys. If you are fighting and trying and learning, you are doing what you need to do. And the only pathetic thing would be to bottle it up and give up. You know? The strongest thing you can do is try your best to grow and to learn. It's not pathetic to ask for help. It's really brave. I don't know. I've worded it better before, but I can't think right now. I was abused as a kid, now it hurts in ways that the things normal people do, I can't. Worst is, I got no one to talk to. I really, 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 really love you guys. And I love you guys. Please use this sounds so demeaning. Please use punctuation when you guys send your messages. It's okay if English isn't your first language. I understand. I'm not saying I won't read it if it doesn't have punctuation. I'm not saying I'll judge you. But a lot of people don't use punctuation, and I'm dyslexic. And it makes things a little confusing because I try to read things and I don't comprehend it because it's a lot of the time it's one very passionate and very brave and powerful run-on sentence. And I hope that doesn't sound demeaning. I'm like so serious. I'll read it the same and I won't judge you. But if you could make it a little easier on me, that would be helpful. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I'm having such a hard time reading them. It's probably today. It's just today, but okay. Anyways, sometimes people just say things and I don't know what to say because they're not saying a specific thing they need advice on, but I'm sorry that happened, and that's normal, and trauma works like that. If I was saying I can't cosplay a certain character because I'm worried that it'll fulfill some thing that someone traumatized, like, there's a lot of stupider rules that people follow because they're traumatized. So don't feel guilty for it. Like, this is the stupidest example I could give you. When I was little, I wouldn't even consider it trauma. But when I was little, I was in the schoolyard, and a group of like 10 boys surrounded me and sang the Baby Shark song. Yes, the Baby Shark do 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 do, Baby Shark do 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 do, Baby Shark do 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 do, Baby Shark. And I hated that song. But they wouldn't let me go, and I tried to get out of the little circle they formed around me, and they wouldn't let me go. And I had a panic attack because I was like in 3rd grade, and I had a panic attack, and I tried running away, and they chased me. They chased me down, and it was fucking terrifying. And so, for the rest of elementary school, every time I heard Baby Shark, I would fucking cry. Yup. I cried every time I heard the song Baby Shark. For multiple years. Just because of that. So if you were abused, and you can't do things most people can, you are okay, and you are normal, and you are human. Okay? Next time you feel stupid, please remember that I cried whenever I heard Baby Shark for years and years and years of my life. Also, there are some people who have real trauma. Like, when they and a certain song was playing in the background and now they can't hear that song. You know? Like, and it can feel so silly. And weird and wrong, but it's normal and it's human and it makes sense. You know? There are studies that show you can train a human brain to be scared of squares. They hooked up a bunch of people to these little shock things, and they would show a bunch of shapes on the screen. And every time there was a square, they would shock them. And so then they put them on a thing that, like, tests for fear. And people had a fear response to a square when they just saw a square in a photo. Because in the 15 minutes that they did it, it trained their brain to be scared of squares. So it makes sense. Like, your body is just trying to survive. And it gets taught that certain things are associated with awful things. And so, if you struggle with certain things, then that's just your brain trying to protect you. And you'll be okay. And you're not stupid. And you don't need to feel guilty. You are human. I love my girlfriend. What is this? My baby. Please look at my helmet. What is she doing? What an interesting person. Yeah, people have all sorts of phobias. Kaylin can't touch her heel. That's not a trauma thing. But she can't. And I think it's funny. But it's like, people have all sorts of fears. Maybe I'll post the photo. Don't worry. When I was little, I was scared to drink water before bed. Because it was so stupid too. My mom, I was really little. I was like 7. And my mom showed me and my sister this, like, TV show episode she was on, where it was one of those, like, fake paranormal TV shows where she was like, oh, this terrifying thing happened to me. And then actors would reenact it, but it was like the people saying this thing, the people telling the story were also actors. So it was like actors pretending to play actors, you know? It was weird. Anyways, and she was like, oh, do you want to see the episode? It's not that scary. I couldn't go swimming at night for 6 years. I was scared to walk up the stairs. I was scared that that there would be a woman laying beside me in bed. I saw an episode of The Twilight Zone when I was little where a plane crashed into a woman's house after she drank a glass of water before going to bed. And I couldn't drink water before bed for multiple years. Yeah. Well, carpet stairs. It's complicated. I was so scared of water for like 3 years. Like, it was really bad. I wonder if I could find the episode. But like, in the episode, there's like a water ghost that, like, grabs the woman's legs when she's in the water at night. And so I was scared that would happen. And then, like, when she walks up the stairs, it, like, becomes wet. And then she, like, goes to sleep, but the woman is in the covers with her. Gay as shit. But, like, the bed is wet. It's, like, so... Yeah. That's really funny. The stairs thing. I had a lot of rituals when I was little because of my OCD. Yeah. I'm less of a ritual OCD person though. I'm more so like it has to be a certain way. Or it's wrong and I crash out. Or intrusive thoughts like, you want to kill that child. Quinn, you want to kill that child. Quinn, you want to kill that fucking child, don't you? No, I don't. No, I actually don't, though. You do. You do. That's why your hands are itching. What? Yep. Your hands are itching because you want to kill that child. It's so bad. That's not even the worst of it. That's okay. I'm just pretty psychosomatic. Like, I don't know. Oh my god. Yes, what Kaylin said. What Kaylin said. I didn't actually want to kill anyone. My brain was trying to make me scared. Yeah, it's like... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like your brain is like, you want to do this thing that you don't want to do. It's like... I am scared of the idea that I want to kill people. And so my brain's like, you want to kill people. And I'm like, no, I don't. No. And they're like, yeah, you do. And I'm like, no, I literally don't. It's stupid. I don't know. OCD is like the scariest thing to talk about sometimes. Because sometimes when people talk about it, people who don't have it and don't understand, think that you're actually just crazy and weird. Like, there's a lot of things that people with OCD don't talk about because we would actually sound insane. And it's to the point where, like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about it, ever. Because it's like... Yeah. Anyways, someone said, is it okay to be hypersexual? Because I was exposed to it at 6, and I was watching it on my dad's phone before I got an iPad, and I don't know how to tell anyone because I'm scared. Ow. Yes, it is okay. I mean, I hope you get therapy, and I hope that you can get help and cope with it. I mean, like, it's not, being hypersexual isn't, like, I don't know, it's confusing, because I've talked to a lot of people with hypersexuality, and some people are like, it is a disorder and I want to get rid of it. And some people are like, I just want to be accepted for it. And so I don't know, but if you are not okay with it for you, then I hope you find help. But if you are hypersexual because you had trauma, it's not like the trauma was your fault. Trauma isn't your fault. It's raining! It is raining. I'm very happy. I like the rain. It doesn't rain in California much, so I'm very happy. And now I'm very wet. My hair is soaked. I don't know if it shows up on camera. It probably just looks greasy. Taxi didn't want to come out with me, though. Oh, wait, I don't have makeup. What am I doing? It never rains here. I love the rain. I stood out there like this. I love the rain. It doesn't rain here, but I like the rain. I love the rain. I live in a desert, so it doesn't rain here. But it's gonna be raining all week, so I'm very happy. I said it was gonna rain at 9, and so it did. I'm very happy. I really just want to keep repeating that I like the rain and that it doesn't rain here, but I keep catching myself. But I like the rain, because it doesn't rain here. I feel so stupid right now. I feel really genuinely stupid right now. I don't know, I just feel stupid. I want to go back out. No, Quinn. I wish I can't. at home I have a screen window, and so I can open it and listen to the rain. I think the rain stopped. I sleep good when it's raining and I have my loud fan on. I love the rain. It's gonna make my hair all frizzy. It's okay. I love the rain. Yeah, it never rains here. I don't know if it's rained here like all year. Like, honestly. I love the rain. What is this, Kaylin? Kaylin just sent me prosciutto that looks like a mask. I'm just gonna go check if it's raining. It is not raining anymore. I'm sad. But it's okay. Now, when I go to school, I'm gonna have tiny little curls. Like, when I'm at school, whenever it rains, I usually have my hair up at school, and so I get little you, and they go everywhere. But it's not right now. Do I straighten my hair? No, but I brush it out. Because I get annoyed. But it's not like that curly. It's just like, or wavy even. It just like gets, I don't know. It depends. If I like treat it right, it curls. It is Jack Skellington. I have a lot of Jack Skellington. I have more. But where did I put it? I have more stuff, but I think it's at my house. I'm showing stream. I don't care. I tried to make a mask out of prosciutto, but it was too small. I love my girlfriend. Guys, I want Apple Jacks. I'm like 2 days clean. I want Apple Jacks so bad I might actually lose my mind. Guys, if you want to give me Apple Jacks, wait, hold. And then I'll get back to reading Not Gonna Lie. If you want to get... It's raining again. Guys, it was a prank. I don't know where it went. I thought I heard rain. I didn't. I don't know what I heard, but it wasn't rain. So I just cuddled my dog. And my parents are watching South Park. Hi, everyone. The rain is rage baiting, dude. My hair is vertical. It was Santa, maybe. If it rains for more than a little while this week, I will cosplay Seattle Ellie in the rain. You sent your bunny with the Cartman hat? Wait, Mel, I don't know if you're still here. Sorry, I got distracted. I'll ask her later. My toes are cold. Is it Evelyn or Evelyn? Wait, it's probably Evelyn. I'm stupid. I don't see a bunny. I see the bunny! That is so cute. I love the bunny. I love the bunny. I love South Park. I just remembered that I spent a lot of money getting South Park U2s. Or did I? Did I consider it and not get... It was so long ago. Like, really long time. Unrelated. Hello, new chatter. I love that that's your first message. I love that you were immediately all caps and very happy. I love you. What a diva. Okay, sorry, I was just listening to a voice message. The bunny. The bunny. Sometimes I'm only left with the end of the thing I did subconsciously, and I become disappointed in myself. It's okay. Guys, I want Apple Jacks. Did I send the throne link? Apple Jacks. No, that's screwed up. Y'all don't need to get me Apple Jacks. I'm only a little silly goosey. I'm only a little silly goofy. Don't worry. Please enable me. Enable my addiction. Tomorrow morning, I'm getting tested for EDS. I'm nervous. If I have it, it restricts so many things I want to do, and it'll affect my future careers. I'm sorry. Let me know what happens. Seriously. You don't have to identify yourself in the chat, I guess. But I wish you the best. And if I open another Not Gonna Lie soon, please let me know. Because that's awful, and I'm sorry. I don't actually know what that is, though. And I'm curious. Let me see. Connective tissue disorders that affect the skin, joint, and blood vessels. Joint hypermobility, soft, stretchy skin that bruises easily, and chronic pain. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm sorry. Well, I hope things go good. If you buy me Apple Jacks, I will be very happy. I love Apple Jacks. They're so good. You don't even know. I love Apple Jacks. They should sponsor me. I don't think I've promoted my I haven't put my my throne anywhere in so long. I haven't had any orders since like mid-October. Guys, Apple Jacks, Apple Jacks, Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks, Apple Jacks, Apple Jacks. Yes, it's healthy. It has apples in it, dude. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah! Apple Jacks, 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 Apple Jacks. I need to secure this better. Every time I shake the table, it falls. Maybe I'll just do that. Oh, shit. Okay, that still didn't work. You're shouting Apple Jacks in your room? I hope not, bruh. But I like it. An apple a day is gonna keep you away from the Apple Jacks if I throw it hard enough. What if I want Apple Jacks, Kaylin? All I want is Apple Jacks. I don't have a Problems are for people who smell like farts. Dude, today I realized how lucky I am. Well, I am lucky in a lot of ways, but I was in the car with my mom, and she was like, "Can you do this thing for me?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, "'Cause you smell like a fart." And she didn't even get mad at me. and then I was like, "I'm so lucky that you don't beat me." And she was like, "Yeah, 'cause you smell like a fart." And I was like, "Wow, Mom, I love you." She was so mischievous today. What was it? I don't even remember. She was talking about something, and she was like, because she was being mischievous. She's so interesting. She got bangs. Do you guys want to... I think she's insecure. Do you guys want to compliment her bangs? Can you guys please be nice about her bangs? Okay. Mama, do you want to show them your new bangs? Okay. Damn, Mom.
Do you want to take all your... Hello. Yeah, I actually don't really like it, but that's okay. What is
No.
that?
Oh, it's lo-fi. They said it looks fabulous.
Oh, you're very
You go,
sweet.
Diva. They look so good.
No, but don't you think, look at my hair, my bangs are so long. Like, cut that shit. I don't know.
Mom.
It wasn't what I expected. I wanted this to be really long and this to be short. But
Like when you were younger, when we were
yeah,
younger.
because I don't look like myself. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine.
It'll grow.
It will grow. It grows fast.
Wait. Lean in, Mom.
Oh,
New hairdo. Oh.
I'm flying.
Oh.
Good night. Take this stuff out of your room.
Okay. They said they look really good.
Thank you.
She's singing. I don't know what she's singing. What is she? I just heard her go, I'm getting older too. I think she's singing the I've been going through changes and Bro. I love my mom. She's weird. Why am I always out of focus? I love her. She is Diva. Damn it! Okay. Okay, I'll only do a few more. Okay. Lots of people around me say that I'm in the wrong, other than my mom. But I've cut off my paternal grandmother. I don't reply to her texts and I ignore her when she visits because she constantly crosses boundaries and comments on my body. That's so valid. Again, if someone crosses your boundaries, it doesn't matter who they are, you don't need them in your life. Because if they want to cross those boundaries and they think it's weird that you won't let them, then they can go and find someone who is okay with it. And if you don't want them crossing that boundary, there's no such thing as a stupid boundary. Because, oh no. I hate when I see things through auto mod and then you guys get to see it after, but that's really bad. I'm sorry. That's awful. I'm sorry. But no, there's no such thing as a stupid boundary. As I said, if I'm like, my boundary is you can't wear green. What, Mom? She said, come watch this for a sec. It's funny. She wanted to show me the South Park episode where it's 6'7", and she was laughing. Butters went up to someone and said, I woke up around 6'7", and she actually laughed. What a queen. I love South Park.
Wow, what a great audience.
I'm sad that that's my only... Did that work? It's supposed to say, wow, what a terrific audience. But I don't know if it did. Oh, okay. It said it went for 0 seconds, and I was like, what?
Wow, what a great audience.
Oh. I'm the Rizzler. Gave it! I also am really good at the, like, Slavic stare or whatever it is. I can make myself look like overly filtered white moms on Facebook. I don't know. I just heard JD Vance 6'7". Anyways, back to what I was saying. Hi, babe. Guys, I might lose my mind. I've been here for 5 or 6. In 1 month, it'll be 6, 7. I feel better every day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I never read. I don't read nice messages out loud, but I see them. You got... I don't know who that is. Should I? Oh my god, Jade. I want to see. This is mental health. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked. You talk about so many. Oh, yes, this one. You got noticed? Did I know that? Did I know that? Was I supposed to know? Did you tell me already? 3 times in 1 day is kind of cray-cray. Did you, like, comment or something? Oh? You got a reply? Okay, babe, to be honest, on Instagram, I'm not surprised. Guys, I didn't say that. Guys, you are special, and she definitely remembers you. On TikTok, too? Well, I saw your message, your comment getting liked and replied to on Instagram. Oh, that was long. I mean, long. Sorry, I read the word long. Anyways. That was loud. She is a lot more famous on TikTok. Oh, you got a reply and a like again, but on the same video, but on a different platform. I don't see the other one. I don't know why I don't see it. Oh, I found it. Why was it so low? Distant, blurry, pondering. It's not reacted to, though.
You look like a millennial lesbian in a full romance movie who would be sipping coffee at some niche cafe who saves baby squirrels as a hobby. Can you just send me the message? Can you just send me the comments? Okay, that wasn't today. It was today, and you got noticed 3 times today. Hi, Axel.
Beto! Beto! Boba mommy!
I just remembered I have a family. Okay. She will notice you again, babe. Oh. Jade, what the fart? I actually look cute, though. I actually look cute. What if I just look at it from this angle? Does it even out? Nope. Not quite. That actually might be worse. So I'm just gonna stick to it. I look so squished. Who are your 3 gay idols? I remember you hugged one of them, the comedian. Wait, did you hug her? You talked to her. Can you recap? Ashley Johnson, Shannon Woodward, and then you hugged Ashley Gavin too, and that's 3 out of the 5. And then the other ones are the other ones. No, stop! I won't look. The girl who cheated on her girlfriend. Wait, yes, the girl who cheated on her girlfriend, only JS, but she's still cool, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't have an opinion. I don't think. I don't know. I have no opinion. And then the making Emmy. Not Maddie. Oh, you don't like Maddie? I thought you did. No, I thought you still liked. Oh. I was in a movie with a gay icon. But I never remember her name. Wait a minute, I played her kid. She was very nice. Why don't I remember? Wait, I thought it was in this. Oh, there it is. Tig. I played her kid. Alanya what? Alanya Joy. Oh, Elena Joy. I knew that. Anywho's. Tig. You're having withdrawals? Me too. I haven't had Apple Jacks in like 2 weeks. It's been 3 days. Guys, I'm gonna close out. Here, wait. I will do another mental health stream soon. So if I didn't get to you, I'm sorry. My brain, I started getting really distracted. Ever since the rain. I got distracted, and so I can't think. But I will give you homework. Let's see. I do stuff in therapy. I'm starting to do like, it's not really art therapy, but it's getting there. What should I give you? Draw yourself as a superhero with your superpower as your biggest skill as a person. So like if you're like, I'm a crazy good artist, don't do that. Be like a personality skill. Mine was, don't mind the form. I did it in like 5 minutes. But mine is question shit, guys. Strengths, questions, everything. And then I tried making a question mark that looked like a little Q. I thought that's a cute logo. And then I realized it looks like QAnon or something. That's not what the QAnon logo looks like, but it gives the same vibe. Curiosity is a good one. You don't need to draw. It can be a stick figure. So that's what you should do. It was fun. Yeah. I gave myself a cape that said question shit, guys. Because why not? It was called Your Place or Mine. I was on screen for like not any time. I was so tired. I literally didn't sleep that night. And so I don't even really remember meeting her because I remember going back to my trailer and falling asleep because I hadn't. It was so bad. Everything felt like I was drunk. I have never been to work that tired before, but it was called Your Place or Mine. I also, another one that I did recently that I thought was interesting was I drew my worst fear, and it honestly made it look stupid. Anyways, I think I might head off to bed. But I do want to play Minecraft with Axel soon. I don't know. I actually have a headache. But I love you guys. And I will see you soon. The other thing that I was on that came out recently was The Paper. I don't remember if it was episode 3 or 4. You're not available to watch TV? Why? No. But I was on, oh yeah, someone just said it. I danced, but it was so stupid. It was so stupid. I did not want to be there. And we all danced, and they were like, you look like professionals because you are professional, like you are getting paid. You have to look like a stupid high schooler. And so they were like, do worse. So if you think I look stupid when I'm dancing, it's an acting choice, guys. You have a paper to write? I don't know. I actually don't even really, I haven't even really seen the scene because I am scared. And I also don't know where it streams. But I was on a couple things. I don't even keep track at all. But, yeah. Everyone always likes when I tell them I was on, Bunked. I was on it a good couple times, and I was gonna have a speaking role, but they canceled it, which made me sad. I was also on Mutton Stuff for a long, long time. I had a lot of friends at Mutton Stuff. Goodbye, Mutton Stuff. I don't know. I did it for so much of my childhood. And then they were like, you are 5'5", and you are way too fucking tall. They said it very nicely, trust me. But they were like, you're tall now. You don't look like kid. Bye-bye. See you. But I miss them. They were all so sweet. They would get us... I don't even know what was going on. The cast was so small that... the cast was so small that sometimes they just ordered us McDonald's instead of getting catering. It was so stupid, dude. Anyways. Mutton Stuff, my goat, yes. Anyways. My neck hurts. Wait, guys, wifey isn't leaving. I might just end this stream so that it's, like, separate, so that people who are coming here for mental health stuff aren't, like, having to watch Minecraft. But, ugh, I will come right back. In 1 minute, I might lay down for like 5 minutes and recuperate. But, I love you guys. Kaylin? No! Write the paper. I will be right back. See you guys! See you!